welcome to Voice of the People's podcast for today. Today we want to look at the responsibility of citizens of Kenya and what they should be doing at given opportunities. It's not about elections and voting any other person. So as the people of Kenya, what is your responsibility? Today I'm your host, Amwiti Duncan, and in studio we have our guest for today.
And I'm Aguto John. Thank you for hosting me.
Now, John, as a citizen of Kenya, who is a citizen in the first place?
A citizen of a country of Kenya is someone who meets all the criteria to be a member of the country.
Yes.
So the criteria are always listed in the constitution for you to be a citizen. So once you meet the criteria which are set, then you qualify to be a citizen of Kenya.
So we get that there are categories of being a citizen. So what are these three categories?
The categories to be a citizen, the first one we know very well, it is by natural.
Yes.
So I think this one we can refer to birth.
Yes.
And also by registration.
Yes.
And another one we can say by it is birth, registration,
and naturalization, whereby you stay in Kenya for a given period.
Yeah, I think that is what I was talking about at first.
Yes.
The naturalization.
Yes.
Then birth. Yes. Then registration.
Now, for example, what is the responsibility of a citizen? Because we get that every citizen there is a role that they are supposed to play. So, what do you think is their role?
Actually, a government is a citizen.
Yes.
All citizens form a government.
Yes.
So the responsibility of a citizen is to develop their country.
Yes.
Yeah, and for you to develop your country, there are some mechanisms which have been put through.
Yes.
Like maybe the citizen should be responsible to pay taxes,
yes,
which collectively can be used to develop a country.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, when we talk about taxes, we get that there is this responsibility apart from taxes and the rest. Now, we get that as a citizen we are supposed to participate in the election. Do you think that the citizens understand their roles?
Yes. Okay. As at now, I think most of the citizens, they understand their roles very well.
Yes.
But I think few who still need civic education.
So how can this civic education be done? Because we get that there is some kind of points whereby we are supposed to do a given thing, but you get the citizen doesn't understand because not everybody is at the equal level where they understand at the same rate.
You see, the problem we have is our politicians.
Yes.
They always hijack any civic education that the citizens tend to have. Like you will find, like maybe there was Tukokadi.
Yes.
Tukokadi was a movement.
Yes.
Which I think Ademba came up with.
Yeah.
So that people can register, and it was also highlighting people about the benefits of voting and also the importance of voting.
Yes.
And you see politicians show like this is
some kind of
place,
yes,
where they can, if they approach, yes, they will find many Kenyans.
Yes.
So they approach the movement.
Yes.
And now even the movement is like it has collapsed.
It hasn't collapsed. So I think that what is happening in the country is that now, because you know that in Kenya people tend to forget very fast. However bad you are, today you might be very bad, but tomorrow when you do the right thing, you get that now things start to change. So how do you think we can do things different? Because I've realized that most of the citizens, they don't understand what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, actually it is true. Most of the citizens, they just know that they should be voting.
Yes.
But they don't know what should lead them to voting and even what should lead them to choosing the rightful leader for them.
Now, you as an individual, if you wanted, like maybe I've given you want to vote for a particular candidate, let's say this candidate A, to avoid mentioning of names, what will make you vote for this candidate A? So that you get that in the long run, you say that you decide to vote for candidate A and not B.
You know, Kenya is a democratic nation.
Yes.
So once the candidate A lays there, maybe his manifesto or his plans.
Yes.
then you can go through the plans or the manifesto very well.
Yes.
You understand the kind of maybe work that this leader is going to do.
Yes.
So once you come into terms and you feel like this is a good development to your area or to your nation,
yes,
then you put okay to this leader. But I think our leaders have been doing that. The only problem is now implementing this.
Yes.
And actually doing the real things they promised.
And we suppose at what levels of government implementation is supposed to be done?
The implementation should be done at the parliament.
At the parliament?
Yes.
Not oversight?
You know it is a process. First you oversight.
Yes.
After you oversight, then you pass a bill.
Yes.
After passing a bill, then you implement.
Now, so let me tell you, when you look at the word implementation, implementation is supposed to be done by the executive. And we have only two roles of parliament, not even two. We have oversight, that is where we have representation and doing what is now called amendment of bills and making of laws and amendments. So when you look at even the budget making process and the rest are done at the parliament, the person who is supposed to do what is now called the implementation is the president at the national level, and at the county level we have the person called the governor. But we get that the only problem that we get is that people don't understand who is supposed to do what at what time, at what particular time. For example, if I may ask, what is the role of a women rep?
The role of a women rep is to oversight the functions within the constituency.
Which constituency?
Of the constituency that these women represents.
Which constituency?
But okay, no, not constituency. Sorry. You know, this is the women rep.
Yes.
Generally, they are like MPs.
They are MPs, but they represent the county. Their constituencies is the county.
Yes.
Now, so when you look at the roles, the 5 roles of the MP, which is oversight, representation, and legislation, and even what is called now, looking at how the budget has it been implemented that way. So those roles are for the women rep. All the roles of the MP. Then they are added another additional role, whereby they are supposed to represent people of special interest, like women and the youth.
Yes.
And the county,
even I think, what about these people? Okay.
Yes, the persons with disability are always nominated.
Yes.
So the moment that citizens get to understand the roles of each and every individual, it means that now somebody can be accounted for. But have you checked what those people call empowerment?
Yes.
Are they really empowerment?
No, those are not empowerment.
What is empowerment?
Empowerment is just a strategy which can be used to uplift the living standards of the citizens.
Not temporarily. But no, when somebody comes and gives you 20,000 and tells you because you're doing table banking gives you 20, is that empowerment?
No, that is a short-lived motivation.
And now we have that, we've seen that the president and the deputy president, the PSS, they are moving around the country doing the fundraising. In the name they have collected 100 million for 5,000 women. When you look at that money, do you think that is part of empowerment?
Okay, what I told you very well, most of the people who hinder the development of our country, as per the way they manifested, are the politicians. Because they will tell you, like, we will come up with the funds, we will employ youths. They will tell you all sorts of promises. But you see, even let me say, give you example of employing, give youth employment. Giving youth employment, then you find this person will create some form of kazi mtaani. Kazi mtaani is a short-lived job. That is not a job which you can rely on, even if you have kids. You can't rely on kazi mtaani
because it is 5,000 per month.
To even educate your children, your young ones. Even ukiwa na family, you can't even it can't sustain you.
Now, for example, let us say that you've been elected to be a member of parliament or a senator.
Yes.
And in your manifesto, you've outlined how you're going to create employment. How can you create employment as an individual? You.
Okay, as an individual,
yes.
The first thing you check, when you are in government, you know very well the number of graduates flowing into the market.
Yes.
So once you know this number,
yes,
then also check with the topmost people in the employment sectors.
Yes.
Those people who have attained the age of even retirement. Then you have to, because that thing should be gradual, they have to be removed, then absorb even 50% of these graduates.
Now, how can you, because I see that most of the MPs, they talk about unemployment as something that is very serious, and they put it in their manifesto. You as an individual, you've been just elected an MP or an MCA. How can you ensure that now whatever has been placed there is now to the required standard?
You see, if I'm elected,
yes,
in fact, the post of even if I'm elected as an MP of a constituency,
yes,
I think I would take example of even Migori.
Yes.
Even let me take Migori, because Migori I think I've got many communities.
Yes.
We have Kuria.
We have lawyers, we have
Kisses, we have
even Kisses are there.
Some Kisses are there, but mostly those who reside within are the lawyers and Kuria and Luos.
Yes.
So me, what I will do is like when there's an employment, though I know this is the work of governor, but my influence I can.
How can the governor do is just tell us.
I can influence. Okay, if I'm a governor, I can ensure
yes
that these people are all included in the county as a county government.
Now the county can only absorb around 1,000 to 2,000.
Yes, but even if it is 1,000,
yes,
ensure each area is equally represented.
Now, if I was to be the governor of even Homa Bay today,
yes,
there are these things that I can do. One, I will ensure the county has a product. Within the 3 wards, I will ensure they also have a product. How do I ensure that there is a product? For example, we know that when they produce what is called sugarcane.
Sugarcane?
Yes, they used to produce produce sugarcane and cotton. But
cotton I know, but sugar.
The only problem that came is that this sugarcane that they used to produce became what is called subsistence. So somebody could grow sugarcane for people to chew. You see the difference? So you grow a whole plantation for people to buy, so you sell your sugarcane for people who are chewing. It means that is something that could be harnessed to something else. Like people could be able to produce what is called jaggery. So you get that if you want jaggery,
was Karachuonyo producing sugarcane in large scale?
Yes, like our area, it was large scale. Like if you talk to even almost those people who went to school during that time, most of them will tell you their fathers were growing sugarcane. And if you know those shambas are the ones that have now been subdivided to these people. So it means that they used to do it in large scale. Like every homestead they had what was called sugarcane plantation. So that is one. 2, you will go to cotton and ensure even if they don't have a ginnery, they have what is called a collection point whereby their cotton is being collected. I remember around 2003, there was a time that my grandfather called those people. They are sitting in Muindi who came and laid their cotton and everybody got some good cash. That is 2003. So it means that one faded away. That is 2. Then you can go to Chabera and look at, these people are now having what is called the sweet potatoes. Look for what products can you get from sweet potatoes and ensure that that product, it is now there. It means within those places, at least they are going to produce something. Unlike what the governor did, whereby there was a procured, a portion mill already for maize, then it was taken to somewhere that could not even be able to sustain it. You see that? So the only places where you can create is doing what is called industrialization. You ensure at least there is some point where you get some industries. Because if you have 10 of them within your county, then it means that every person will get 10, 10, 10, 10. With these industries, it means that we are going to have now what is called mushrooming, because we are going to have a bigger population. So we are going to have the shops around. So you get that we're not going to have this kind of villages. Because when you bring an industry, you bring population. Population, when it comes, then it means that they also have to do other things. Schools will be there and other things.
Yes.
So when you do all that, you look at what is called the market, what is there. But you see, most of the accountants, somebody tells you, I'm going to ensure you're employed, but you get that the employment sector, it is still like the PSC, the police, and the rest. So you get that the governor has nowhere to take his people, apart from the county government jobs, which can
see in the PSC or in the government sector.
Yes.
There are several individuals.
Yes.
Who have attained the age of retirement.
Yes.
But they have refused to exit.
They have not refused. The only thing that is happening, the government sees that it is cheaper to retain them than to employ somebody else. That's what the government is trying to do, because if the government retains you, then you reach at the age of 70.
But let me tell you what you are saying. When we do that as a government,
yes,
are we going to solve the situation of unemployment? Really?
You know,
if you want to reason like when you retain someone who is already retired,
that is what the government is trying to look. The government, you know.
But then we have a very unreasoning government.
That is what,
because there is someone there who is graduated.
Yes.
This person needs exposure. This person needs employment.
Yes.
Then you want to deny this person chance because there's someone who is retired and it is difficult to hire a graduate.
No, they don't say it is difficult. What they look at it, that they're going to pay this person pension. You see, the government, even before they came out, initially the age of retirement was around 55. You remember?
I think if it is towards that way, we are not going to solve the issue of unemployment.
Unemployment can be solved, but it can only be solved the moment that our county governors, they realize that people don't have to graduate and run to towns. People must graduate and remain within where they are. So they should not take industries like when you graduate. You see that almost like right now if you go to your village and count the number of people who are in Nairobi, almost every home there is somebody who is in Nairobi.
Yes.
Because that is the only place they can get those industries. It doesn't mean that those industries cannot be taken to where those people are. So that's why you get that there's a huge population in towns in like Nairobi, Mombasa, because that is where people run to. Or Kisumu, right now people run to Eldoret, Nakuru, because they think that this opportunity are all in towns and not where they are. But if we can now resolve to bring these opportunities back to where the people are, then
do you know the first role or the first the main role which devolution was playing?
The reason why devolution was put in place was supposed to bring power, or we say leadership, close to the people.
No.
Why was it created?
Devolution was brought to bring the resources to your doorstep.
And also to bring what is called equality.
Yes. So what we are seeing now, already we have that devolution.
Yes.
So the only problem we have is leadership. Because the examples which I always give is counties like even Bomet.
Yes.
Nyamira.
Yes.
These are counties, I'm very sure if you could have visited these counties before devolution,
yes,
then you could pass, like Bomet you could pass, you could not know even that there is this is a town or this is somewhere. You could just pass.
Apart from working in Bomet, there's nothing else that somebody can know.
There could be nothing. Yes. But you see with the devolution,
yes,
at least nowadays, if you are approaching Bomet town,
yes,
you feel like you are in Bomet. Even if you go to Sotik, you feel like you are in Bomet County.
Yes.
But before devolution, even in Nyamira itself,
yes,
there was no even roads. Look even the roads towards, I don't know if is in Kisii or Nyamira. I think it is in Kisii.
Yes.
But in Mosocho it was worse. I used to go to Mosocho sometime back, Nakoye. Those places were worse.
Do you think our problem is the leaders, not that the position that we created?
My main thought,
Yes.
is telling me that the main problem we have are the leaders.
And the leaders.
Because there's no way a leader will promise you employment
Yes.
during campaign,
Yes.
and after the leader is elected,
Yes.
they employ you on a 5,000 kazi mtaani, and then they expect you to prosper.
My problem is, do you think, because, for example, let me say, you know, the only problem that we have is that the citizens do not understand what the leaders should be able to do. For example, you know very well that an MP cannot build a road. He doesn't have that money. I know it. Then, you vote for this person because this person has promised to build you a road. And this road, you know very well, this road is not under national. This road is under county.
That is why we started. We started very well that there need to be civic education. So once you understand the roles of these leaders very well,
Yes.
then you know
Yes.
whenever they come to you to campaign,
Yes.
what they should be talking about. Once you find a leader who is talking contrary to what his or her roles are mandated,
Yes.
then you just eliminate this one as unserious. So that is when civic education comes in. So you should elect a leader who knows his role or her role.
Now, being that now we've now found one of the mistakes that we have is that people don't understand their roles. Now, what do you think is the next problem that we have in Kenya? Apart from citizens not understanding the roles of each and every individual, what is making us not achieve what we are supposed to do? What we are supposed to do?
The disease, corruption.
The corruption.
That is a very big pandemic in not only in Kenya but in the developing countries.
Yes.
I think that is what is lagging them behind.
Now, before when we bring the word corruption, I think the corruption can be summarized in a very simple word. Mtu wetu.
Not even corruption is not even mtu wetu.
Yes.
Let me tell you one thing, because right now you go to Huduma Center.
Yes.
You're looking for birth certificate.
Yes.
The birth certificate is something that can just be printed because maybe you submitted your details long way ago.
Yes.
The details are already there. It is something that can just be, the person just clicks
and it is printed.
Yes. Unless maybe you have not submitted your details early.
Yes.
So you go there, you have submitted your documents early, but you are being told, like, it is impossible to be printed now. Maybe you come back after 2 weeks, 1 month, and you know sometimes you are in diehard. You really need it. There's an emergency.
Maybe you want to do some kind of insurance and the rest.
Yes. So you find like you will end up, and this person, if you approach this person carefully,
Yes.
they will tell you like, talk the language of Kenya.
But if I can be honest with you,
Yes.
I only give my money to people because I feel I should appreciate you. But I don't give my money because I should bribe you.
No. We are now talking about the case of corruption. Yeah, the appreciation is also there.
That's why.
But you know, the reason why this is someone who is offering you the service.
Yes.
This person is offering you the service, and this person is also telling you, like, you come back after 2 weeks, and the person is very serious, and there's no one you can even report to. There's nothing.
There is somebody you can report to. It's only that we are always ignorant of the person to report to. I want to give you a very simple example.
You know, there's someone you can report to.
Yes.
But remember, these orders are from this person you are supposed to report to.
That is the best thing. Let me give you a good example. In 2014, I was looking for my birth certificate because it was like I wanted to process a passport, but what that person did was that he made a mistake on the birth certificate, then scrubbed it. And you know, anything that is scrubbed is not allowed by the immigration. They cannot give you a certificate.
No.
The passport. I'm telling you.
No, they can't allow, yes.
They can't allow. Because they said I erased it, so I have to go back to where it was given.
Yes.
I went back to where it was issued. And that person told me, come after 20 minutes. I went after 20 minutes. Come after 1 hour. I went after 1 hour. Then, by the time that I was supposed to pick it, which was now, they wanted to go for lunch, he told me, okay, the machine had a problem, come after lunch. I also just went quietly. After that, now I insisted. After lunch, they wanted to close and go home. They told me, yes, I'm supposed to pay someone. And I told them, it was not my mistake for them to scrap that. It is their mistake. They have to issue me with another one, unless I didn't have or it is lost. But I'm not in those categories. I'm only telling them that the mistake that you make, I need another one because I paid for it. They took me round and round. I went to this registrar for that district and I told him, I need that bath and I'm going with it. I'm not going back home again. He refused. Then I went to the DC. That time. DC was just adjacent. So he thought that going to DC was something I could not. I just went and knocked. I went there and sat and they gave me back, they brought it there. That is how sometimes. And that person looked at me and said, how did you manage to achieve this? And I told him, all these offices. Even DC was like, oh, I'm still in. I told him, no. It is something that I'm supposed to be given this thing by you. Another incident is when the chief also refused to sign my letters. I told him, I'm not coming to you. No, come to the DC's place. He came. He had to write that letter and stamp it there. So it is only the citizens who doesn't understand their roles. That's why sometimes they are frustrated. They tell, like somebody like chief will tell you, go and buy that letter. I'm not supposed to buy because one thing I understand, this person is given money for stationery after every 2 months. Do you know that? No. So that's why when the chief tells you go and photocopy, you're not supposed to photocopy. You are given that money because that is their work.
Yeah, so civic education matters, and also the citizens should also be aware, yes, of their rights.
Now, do you think this issue of mutuetu is affecting us? And
yes, it is there. It is part of the corruption.
So, what can we do so that we eliminate the issue of mutuetu? Because the mutuetu thing is something that is not good and it's affecting us negative, very bad.
There are only 2 leaders who have tried.
Yes.
Currently, our president and also the administration of former president, the late Moi.
How did this try? How has the current president tried?
Okay, the trial is in this part.
Yes.
You find like most of the serious dockets, yes, in the administration, yes, are not held by the people from the community he comes from.
What do you mean the word serious?
Serious documents, you know, the serious dockets.
Like which one?
We have the interior.
Yes.
We have the treasury.
Yes.
We have the agriculture.
Yes.
Those are the treasury I've mentioned. Treasury.
Yes.
Interior.
Yes.
And agriculture.
Who is the accounting officer in the ministries?
No, I'm just talking of the.
Okay. Now I want to take you. Who is the accounting officer in every ministry?
In every ministry, it is the CS.
It is the PS, if you didn't know.
The accounting.
The accounting officer is the PS. So the person who is pulling the shots is the PS. Not even the CS.
Okay, just let me tell you what I wanted to put across.
Yes.
If you compare these 2 administrations,
yes,
or compared to other administrations,
yes,
you'll find that these dockets, yes, were mostly held by the people from the community they come from.
Yes.
But compared to these 2 presidents, yes, we find like they at least
they have tried.
They have tried. It is trying. Not maybe we have said they have eliminated.
Now I want to ask you
completely.
The people who run the country is not even those CS, not even those people. The people who run most of the systems are the directors within the parastatals. I know that most of us don't agree. You see that right now, if you check at where the directors are, mostly they come from the president's side.
Let me tell you, whatever you are saying,
yes,
I also agree with.
Yes.
But you also must remember that even in presidency,
yes,
like right now it is not Ruto.
Yes.
If you want to talk about now presidency.
Presidency is a very big thing.
It's a very big thing.
So many people.
You'll find even there's someone Ruto is reporting to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So that's the same thing. When we are talking about of a docket like agriculture.
Yes.
It is not only Kagwe.
But last time you remember when the former CS for agriculture, Muthika Linturi, he said that Ruto is the CS and everything is procured at State. So who is telling us the truth? Because
okay, you know, my point, the main point I wanted to put across,
yes,
is that as much as you are saying even the directors are the real administrators in these dockets,
yes,
we still have one voice,
yes,
who will manipulate everything, and that is the top voice.
Yes.
Like now, that's why I was giving the example with the presidency.
yes,
As much as we say, like there are some presidents,
yes,
down here where when Ruto is reporting to and blah blah.
yes,
Right now, the only instruction that a country can follow,
yes,
is from the president, not those people who president is reporting to. Same to now come to this administrative.
So are you trying to say that president, whatever he says is final, people will have to obey?
Not, of course not people, because presidents have got a very big role to people.
Yes.
He is even answering to people. You see? So what I will say, whatever president says,
yes,
should be done in a country.
It should not be done in a country. One, let me tell you.
Okay.
What we don't understand is that president is not supposed to tell us, like we have our president doing what is called roadshow declarations. For example, he goes and says, this road should be made. And that's why they're not being made, because he doesn't have that responsibility and money. Because that responsibility is bestowed in the parliament, where they do what is called the budgeting and the rest.
Haven't you seen any road which a president just declared by roadside and it was made?
The reason why it was done is, one, president is a very clever person. One, he knows very well that wananchi have not gone and have not read the budget. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
It is in the budget. It's like, I've given your MP money and I've not told you that I've given him how much and when can it be used. So the president knows very well that there is money slated for a given function and is supposed to be done. So the president knows, so he wants to decide on that project. So he comes and tells you, this road, it is going to be started immediately. Why? Because he knows that there is money from the treasury which has been allocated. And people didn't know, so people now cheer and clap that the president has started the money. It was the MPs who placed it there and gave the treasury a go ahead so that it can be done. Two, meaning that the president is the party leader of a given political party, whereby majority, he can do anything to ensure that he has the majority. So when he does these things, if he says and it is not there, it will not be done, but he wait for the supplementary budget, where he says to the bongo that it is done, so that road can be included. So when it is included, because it's the majority, and remember that in this country we have what is called the party policy or party line, whatever they have decided. So whatever the party decide, so being that is the head of the party, that's what is called the governing council of a given party. Then people sit together, then they approve a given project. So whatever they give people is just an overview. Then they take it to
Parliament.
No, before Parliament, they take it to Cabinet for approval. Once it is taken to Cabinet, then it is brought to Parliament. So at that particular point, that is when now that project is being accepted. But being that we don't know, in this country, we don't even need to have a CS for Treasury, because the CS for Treasury is the President himself. In this country, we don't need to have.
So that is where now we want to eliminate. As a country, we should not have we should have these dockets,
yes,
but they should be independent.
That is what it should be there.
You see, but it is also tricky, because you see these in our current constituency, these CSS, they are being appointed by president, so they are under executive.
They are appointed by president,
they are under executive,
not to the people.
So they are executive, so they should be. It is always, they are seen, they should be talking one voice.
Do you know that the people always participate in the appointment of the CS? How do they participate? Once they have been appointed by the president just say, I want this person to help me work. Do you agree? Yes. So how do people accept? So these names are taken to Parliament. So if they are taken to parliament because they believe that parliament, that is where people are. They have people from different villages being represented by their MP. So if your MP just approve any other person in the name of the president has said, or their political party has approved that, then it means that is where we go wrong. So the major problem that we have in Kenya is the parliament.
But the parliament are also being driven by the executive.
Because you get an MP has not worked, or an MP has chilled, or has misused what is called
we have seen many cases where they lie on the side of executive, even to help them not to be impeached.
Yes, not even to be prosecuted in the name of...
even during voting, some intervention of president is needed for so-and-so to pass the vet.
So that is where we go wrong. So I believe that as a country, we need to make steps towards achieving what is supposed. What do you think you can tell our viewers for today?
Our viewers for today, mostly I will talk to the voters.
Yes.
The time of campaigning is near.
Yes.
Kindly listen to your leader.
Yes.
Whatever they will be telling you, if it is within their roles.
Yes.
If you find this leader is just trying to attract your attention with rumor,
yes,
then it is a direct ticket to eliminate this leader in front of you.
Yes.
And the last thing I would say is civic education is important.
Yes.
Know the role of all your leaders. Elect your leaders wisely, because it is within your role. It is your mandate, and it is your full right to elect a leader and also to reject a leader.
Yes.
So kindly go and elect a leader who is sober-minded, who knows what to do.
Now, from the voice of the people, I will just say that as citizens of this country must do what is called stop voting because of motivated. Vote not based on emotion because you belong to a given party and believe that this person, there was some injustice done to him. We should not award people based on what their past, on what happened. We should also not vote for somebody because he's doing some project within the community. Remember, even the police, when they're doing their recruitment, they don't need somebody who has worked for them. So elect somebody based on what you think, their integrity issues, and what you think they're capable of doing. And I rest my case. Thank you so much for your time.